Hello and welcome back to Randomness101, where we randomly forget about the podcast for about 2 weeks or so while I find a new job. I'm here with Arceaion.
Hello,
At least I
and
thought I
this
was.
is.
He kind of blanked out for a second there.
I'm here, but my mind is not.
Dude, same. I feel I've been working like it's weird because the job I have now, it's like I work 10 to 14 hours each day, but I only work 4 shifts. Also, Shuba Duck is very out of alignment, so I'm just gonna fix him real quick on the
Oh
recording thing.
dear.
That's all right. It's all right. There you go. He's all like square now. We're back here with Shuba Duck. It's been a while. Um, I feel like a lot has happened, but really, not a lot has happened.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where you feel like everything has occurred, and yet nothing has happened at
Yeah,
all.
it's like I've been so busy lately. I haven't been able to record anything. I haven't been able to get in contact with Arceon just to hang out or anything. Um,
You haven't been able to get into contact with me, really.
I mean, we've texted back and forth, but
Fair enough. We
yeah,
haven't been able to. We just haven't been able to sit down and actually record anything.
yeah, which kind of sad, but I mean, we're gonna figure out a system here, so where we can actually get a decent schedule going back up. But granted, we never had a good like schedule in the first place too.
Well,
So
we were getting a good one, and then
yeah, we were starting to be really good with like like consistent uploads, and then all of a sudden, oh, I got a new job.
yeah, you had to go and get a new job.
Yeah, well, YouTube doesn't pay the bills, so
Not yet.
not yet. Well, I hope it will eventually. Speaking of, be sure to like and subscribe to the video. It helps out the algorithm, and stuff like that. You know, the
We
stuff
may
that.
not be able to have a Minecraft video out this week, but we will have a possibly a different video.
Well, this week we're gonna have a podcast. Then next week,
It
um,
I say next week we might be able to record, or we might be able to, if we have time to edit, we'll probably bring up another Minecraft video. But if we don't have time to edit, we may just post a video that we're going to record today, actually, just next
just
week.
like after this, yeah. On the bright
You know,
side,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
On the bright side, the season 1 of Minecraft is almost over, and we kind of made it. I want to say it's a mistake, but it's not like a mistake. A lot of YouTubers do it. They pre-record a bunch of stuff before they upload it, so they edit it all at once and then just upload slowly. That's what we did for the Minecraft series. So it's actually super far behind, and we're basically just trying to catch up with it. But I don't know. It's kind of nice to have some on the back burner, but
It
we
is, and it's been really good, but at the same time,
yeah, we
I,
want to progress the story of Minecraft, like
yeah.
Minecraft with Arceon, you know. So
So I'm gonna skip this first topic that we have all set up
okay, well I just want to
and
say
move
one
on
more. I just
to.
want to say one more thing about the Minecraft series. Um, so we have a storyline set up for it. It's just it hasn't come into a play. Like it hasn't come into play yet because we have to reach a certain point in the game. We haven't reached that certain point yet, so
Also, and I'm gonna talk to you about this right now, just so that the audience has an idea. But recently, snapshots for Minecraft 1. What is it, 19, 1.20 at this point, 1.19.
I think we're on 1.20. Like we're 1.19 right now. That's out, but 1.20 is coming out.
I'm checking right now.
So yeah, we haven't even played
Uh,
Minecraft in a long time. I actually
no, we
canceled
haven't.
I canceled the Realm subscription because I didn't know when the next time we'd be able to play like to record is.
Oh, it is. It is 1.19. That's what's coming out pretty soon. We're on 1.18 right now.
Oh, okay. So
But 1.19 snapshots are well on their way, and um,
and you're blanking.
no, I'm actually reading real quick.
Oh,
Um, 1.19 is
I gotta
go. I
fix my
mean, it's going to
headset.
introduce.
Sorry if I'm
It's the
interrupting.
one that will introduce
Sorry, my headset.
the
My headset was dying on me. I had to plug it in.
1.19 is going to release the Skulk, and it's going to release those underground ruins.
Dude, there we go.
And I'm going to tell you right now, it's highly likely that by the time we're able to record anything new for the storyline to actually start season two,
That'll be
it's
out.
very it'll be extremely likely that 1.19 will be out. So if that's the case, we will be skipping over 1.18 and moving to 1.19, which is perfectly fine.
But
Just know
there's
that
isn't that where we were going to do uh well that's we'll talk about that after the podcast cuz that's kind of
yeah,
that's series stuff that we don't want to spoil.
yeah, and that's why I brought this up here because this is kind of a serious topic to talk about because 1.19 has all the big stuff. It's where the warden's coming into play and all that. So,
Yeah, it's
um,
all the underground stuff.
yeah, so just know that there's going to be a lot of stuff in the background that'll be going on, even though we may not be recording. There is a lot of talk going on in the background about stuff we can do.
Yeah. Um
So, transitioning from important stuff to less important stuff. And when I say less important, I mean it doesn't even apply to us anymore. What do you think of school dress codes? And I guess
well,
in
school
a
slash work dress codes
yeah, in a bit, I guess
cuz
in a general sense, school and work dress codes. Like, so let's cover work dress codes first because they're not as common anymore, and the
like
ones that are common are mostly like you have to wear a specific uniform, which makes sense in a way.
yeah. See, I have no idea what you're talking about. School dress codes don't exist. I mean, they do, but
Yeah.
it's for like private schools. Like my school, it's like, oh, don't come into school naked, and I'm like, oh, that was my plan. In the meantime, like that was my original plan. Like they just, yeah, you know.
No, I'm talking about school dress codes for like, oh, women can't show their shoulders, or
Oh, but shoulders are so sexy.
who in their right mind goes on, say, uh,
No, don't say the name. You
certain
can't say the name.
certain
Certain website,
certain websites
Cornhub.
and looks up erotic undressed shoulders.
Um,
Is that what gets kids off these days?
I guess I don't know.
Like I don't get it.
I don't
If
know.
if guys are that distracted by shoulders, then humanity's fucked.
This is just true in a general sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, awkward silence for
Yeah.
like two
Yeah.
seconds.
It's a very awkward topic. Like what is going on with our current I was actually I actually was talking to Ben about this.
Oh yeah.
What is wrong with the generations that came after ours?
Well, for starters, it's not us.
No, it's not us.
No, I
It's the
mean
one that
it's
came after ours.
yeah, no, that's the problem. Is it's not us.
But
I'm like
what
hitting our
happened?
we're like burning our demographic right now by saying every generation after us was terrible.
No, it's not that they're terrible. It's just some of the things they do. I don't get.
The whole like Jewel bathroom breaks or whatever. Or
I'm
are you
not.
talking about like Fortnite? Because
I mean, there's Fortnite.
actually, funny story. I actually started playing Fortnite a little bit.
I mean, I'll give it. It's not as bad anymore. It used to be really bad, but it's not that bad anymore. And it's kind of accepted to play it now.
That is true as well.
It's still frowned upon because it's a really meany game, but at the same time, people aren't too upset
I don't
about it.
know. Whenever they put Spider Man in there, I was like, oh, dude, like this is like nostalgia from old Spider Man games and all that. But I don't know.
What I what got me interested in maybe playing it was when one of the YouTubers I watch, Guild Guy, or hang on, I think it's Guild Guy.
I just realized something and I'm really upset about it. We have all that new world
What?
footage. Like we have all that new world footage, and we haven't done anything with it yet.
Well, that's
That was
going on your.
hilarious. That was
Although
hilarious too.
that's going on your channel though. So
Oh, that's right. That's my own problem. It's not a joint problem. It's my own problem. That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of the YouTubers I watch called Gilded Guy, and he does animations and stuff. And he had a for a while he had like an armor and weapon pack and stuff in there. And I actually kind of was interested in logging on and making a Minecraft or a not a Minecraft, a Fortnite account just to play it and just to get the skins and all that because
Yeah.
that looked like fun. But
So
I
so
didn't.
so the tier list video just came out. If you haven't, well, by just came out, I mean it came out like I don't know last week or the week before. But if you haven't checked it out,
Yeah.
go click on it and watch it. It's pretty funny. Oh,
Yeah.
it's like semi funny, semi serious because it's just our general pure like it's our general opinions on all the Minecraft mobs and where they should be placed on a tier list.
Speaking of general opinions and tier lists and all that,
You're right. You don't
have you
have one.
have no, have you seen the recent trend of YouTubers going and doing the smash or pass challenge, but with Pokemon?
We've talked about this. This is on a
No, we
previous
haven't.
podcast. Yes, we
No,
have.
wait, we have?
The Pokenut November, we've talked about this. This is why we need to go back and just review all of our podcast episodes and just kind of be
Nah,
like,
dude, this is a recent trend.
no, 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 this was a thing. This has been a thing for about like a year or so now.
No, we talked about like what Pokemon we would like want to do it
Yeah,
with
see
and all that
that's
stuff.
well no, no,
But
we did. We rolled the random number thing, random number generator and like chose the Pokemon. That's what we did.
oh yeah,
Yeah, we
we
did do
talked
that.
about that.
Yeah.
But no, this isn't random number generation or anything. This is literally YouTubers are going down the entire Pokédex
Oh,
from
they're
one
like
to
tiering it.
no, they're not tiering it. They're literally going down the entire list. And for each Pokemon, they say they would either smash it or they would pass on it.
I
So,
mean,
and it's been getting a lot of like reviews and stuff just
that's
because of how funny it is.
that's I mean that's like weird, but it's also like the perfect weird thing to make it big on YouTube. So,
I mean, it's not even that. It's just with the giant Pokemon hype and talking about Pokemon, dude, Scarlet and Violet, which one are you getting?
okay, first off, uh for those of you who don't know who are living under a rock, unlike us, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet just got announced in a Pokemon Direct, like last week, I think it was, and they revealed the starters. I might put a picture on screen if I remember to edit this. I might not, but basically, yeah. So they literally just showed like a little bit of the gameplay, and it looks like Legends Arceus. Like it
Like,
almost looks like they just took all the models from Legends Arceus and moved them over.
yeah. Well, there's a lot of talk and like in the Pokemon community with Pokemon YouTubers, and they're saying that they think, and this is the interesting thing is like when the Switch came out, it was always thought that like the big title for the Switch would be Sword and Shield,
Yeah.
and
Well.
then they did because they did the Let's Go series
Hmm.
before they went to Sword and Shield, and the Let's Go series was kind of like the trial for Sword and Shield, and Sword and Shield had what was known as the wild areas, apparently, or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's what it was. Where the Pokemon are still like. Actually, no. Are the Pokemon out in wild areas? I can't remember. It's been so long since I played
I
Sword
don't
and
know.
Shield.
I haven't played that far into the game to get to
Oh,
the
that's
wild
right.
areas.
That's right. That's right. They are in the wild areas, but whenever you run into them, it starts a battle cutscene.
Yeah, so a lot of people are theorizing that that was like a test
That
run.
was like an alpha
See-
test run, and then Legends Arceus was like a beta.
No, it was the alpha test run, and then they went to Diamond and Pearl and Arceus because Diamond and Pearl has like the same kind of concept as as Sword and Shield, And then Arceus took it and like they expanded on it and they brought it into like a full different direct. Like they went full turn on to it.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, I mean, I've been playing Legends of Arceus and it's really cool.
I
But
love
from
Legends of
what,
Arceus. I'm at the very last part. I have to finish the Pokedex in order to beat the game now.
yeah,
Yeah, I
and from what I've understood is that, or what people are theorizing is that Legends of Arceus was the the beta trial for
the beta trial for what were you saying?
it was the beta trial for Scarlet and Violet because Scarlet and Violet they're saying that Scarlet and Violet is going to be a true open world.
See, that's what I want. I want a Pokemon game that is truly open world that you can go back to every region, catch every Pokemon that exists. You know?
Yeah, and we've talked about wanting that before, but no, what I mean by true open world is you know how you have to go, you know how you have to go from like the village and it has the cutscene from the village to the field and then you have to go to the village to a different field.
Yeah, we're
Well, a true open world, like what they want is they can go to each you can go to each section by just walking.
yeah.
There isn't a cutscene.
See that makes sense because I feel like they haven't ever done a quote unquote true open world Pokemon game. I mean,
Nope.
like the spin-off games don't even really count. Is Legends Arceus like considered spin-off or is it canon to lore and everything? Do you know?
Um so Legends of Arceus is in this weird middle ground at the moment because it is considered canon, but it's considered like pre-canon.
Yeah, it's like the history
Because
behind it all.
yeah, and honestly, I'm kind of sad that they're going back to the future with Violet and Scarlet. I actually wanted, and I think we've talked about this in a past series or in a past episode, I wanted them to go back into the past and keep going through the past. Like we could see the
Yeah,
Kalos War and maybe like the origins of the
of like the
of
Primal Groudon and Kyogre because I think you said that
or
one. Um,
or the origins of Reshiram and Zekrom when they
oh,
were
that would be
one
so
being.
good. That would be
That
so
would be.
good.
It would. We could see their splitting, and we could see why they split,
Yeah,
like the fighting that caused all that. We could see all of that.
we
Ha-
could see the two knights from the two different regions that were like fighting and everything with Zekrom and Rashiram.
yeah,
Oh, that'd be so cool. Man, now I really want that. Now I really want that as
that
the
would
next
be
Pokemon
so
game.
cool to see.
Yeah.
Um. Also, how far are you into Legends of Arceus? Because what I'm about to say is a little bit of a spoiler.
Okay. Spoilers ahead, um, people.
Big spoilers.
Be sure to click off. I might put the timestamp on there. I might not.
Yeah,
But
we'll edit this right after, and we'll put a timestamp and all that stuff.
we will
But
try. Let me make note of what time it says it is right now. Okay, just remember 18 minutes.
18 minutes.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so are you at the point of Giratina?
I beat Garantina.
Okay, so there's a lot of talk about how Giratina. So, then this is really, really cool. I watched a YouTuber explain all this, and in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, Cyrus is trying to destroy the world, right? He's trying to destroy everything.
Yeah,
Who is it that actually stops him, though?
Garantina.
Exactly. Now, who's trying to destroy the world in Pokemon Legends Arceus?
Is it Volo? Is that his name?
It's not Volo. It's Giratina. Volo wants to control Arceus. Giratina wants to destroy everything.
Oh, okay.
So there's a big theory right now that the reason why Giratina is reformed in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum is because of what happens in this game.
Really?
Yeah, the theory is that in this game, when you capture Giratina and show it that, oh, there's more to the world than just, you know, destruction, it actually
It.
does start. It starts reforming the literally most evil Pokemon
I
that's
love that.
considered the devil.
I love that.
So your character in this game canonically is the reason why Giratina does not destroy the world.
Okay, another thing about Legends Arceus here. So you had been saying Volo the entire time. You're like, okay, I'm gonna make predictions. Volo is Arceus. You were wrong. You were wrong. You were sadly
Was
wrong.
so wrong.
Like it would have been cool. It would have been cool. Well, granted, I haven't completely finished the game yet, so who knows?
They actually do. It's actually been confirmed. Volo is actually Cynthia's ancestor.
Yeah, dude. When the music came on, I was going nuts. I was going nuts. I was like super stoked because a
I haven't
um
gotten to that part yet, but I've seen a whole bunch of stuff on the internet. Like the internet just spoils everything.
yeah,
Let's just
it
go
really
up front. The
does.
internet spoils everything.
But well,
But
actually, the Garantina fight wasn't spoiled for me within the whole like month that I was waiting because I soft locked myself with Cresselia. I think I talked about this in a past podcast. I don't remember.
yeah,
But I soft locked with Cresselia, so I took all that time to just like train up my Pokemon. They were like level 75 almost by the time I was doing the fight, and it was so
so
easy
you
for me.
were
It was a cakewalk.
actually the Pokemon that what I saw in like the footage I've seen, they're like level 6, like 68 to 69.
They're
So
high leveled.
so by the time you being just level 70, I'm surprised it was that easy for you. I'm assuming you just had a really good team with a really good.
I had Luxray who had Fire Fang, Ice Fang, Thunder Fang, and then Bite or something. So he had like full type coverage, and then I also had Gliscor who also had the Bite moves, so he had full type coverage. So
Okay,
that
so
really helped.
you
And
just
I
went all in.
yeah, and I also had been using those like stones and stuff to raise Pokemon's stats. Um,
Oh, see, I haven't been using the XP candies at
oh
all.
really?
Mm.
See, I've been using those. I've been using those like all over because they're just
Well,
free XP.
I'm holding off on using them because, and this is a really like commonly known thing. If you use EXP candies and all that, the stats of your Pokemon are actually diminished by about 20%.
Really? I had no
Yeah.
idea about that actually. Um,
Well, that's why I hate using rare candies and all that stuff because they level up your Pokemon, yes, but the stats are not that good. They're very very base stats.
hmm.
Whereas if you actually train them through battling, it increases their stats. It's very slight, but that very slight bit gives an advantage later on, and it just accumulates up to being a lot more powerful.
Okay, so are we done with all the Legends Arceus spoiler stuff? You ready to talk about Pokemon or not Sapphire, but crap, what are they called again?
Yeah,
Why am
yeah,
I forgetting? Violet and Scarlet. You ready to talk about those a bit?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
what starter are you going to pick? So I'm gonna put a picture on screen of like three starters, um, or at least I'll try to. I don't know. Editing
Hang on,
Spentaur, please do it.
I'll
Um,
bring up the
well, I
characters
know what
right
they look like
now.
in my head, so we can just talk about them now. I was originally going to choose the grass cat. I can't remember what its name is, but it sounded really like Spanish. It had like a Spanish name, saying something about like gato, because that's the Spanish word for cat. Um,
Hang on, I'm
and
bringing it up.
I was originally going to. You don't even have to bring it up for me. Like I
There's
literally know what they look like.
no, I'm gonna bring up the
Oh, the
names.
names. Okay.
There's Sprigatito.
Sprigatito. Is that the duck? Oh, you're
Here's
yeah, Sprigatito. That's the
Sprigatito
is
is the cat fox grass starter,
I
which is the one
consider it.
I'm
It's just a
choosing.
cat. It's just a cat. It's not a fox.
It's a cat. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the one I'm choosing. And normally I start water type or fire type, but I don't know. I'm going grass type this time.
Well,
So
I was going to go grass type, but you said something about what I should name
yeah,
the water starter. We'll get to that.
we'll get that to a second. The
For
second one, the fire type, the little dragon alligator thing, is Cucoco?
So that's like Fue Coco, I think.
Coco.
If you're saying
I
it like Spanish, like if you're saying it like in the Spanish like dialect,
I can't
I
speak
have no idea how they're
Spanish.
pronounced. They didn't say how
Hablando
they're pronounced.
español.
So then third is the water duck, uh,
Quaxley.
Quexley. Yeah. And
And I made the joke. All right, I'm pulling this off because we don't need it more. But
okay,
I made the joke that um, one of us should do the water starter and name it. Say it with me, Shuba Duck.
Shuba. Oh, I
Shuba
was
Duck.
just gonna say Shuba. Name it Shuba.
Nah, name it Shuba. Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
like in honor of the Shuba Duck and all that stuff, because that's our like main. That's our big brand.
yeah.
So
Well, it's not our brand because we don't own it. We
we
legally do
don't
not own
own
the
it.
drawing, but
No, we don't. But it's like
yeah, I
what
ain't trying to
we've
get sued here.
it's what we've built our channel around is the Chupa
Well,
Duck.
he's our mascot. He's kind of the mascot.
Yeah, we need to get a new mascot
Yeah, we do need a new mascot. I mean, there was
because
Jeremy the Marble for a small period of time.
I've changed my marbles name because I now have two marbles. Do you
Oh
want
my
to know what they're
gosh.
called? Jesse James.
I love it. I love it.
I changed. They're Jesse and James now.
Oh, that's great. So how long were we making these podcasts? Because honestly, I kind of forgot. Did we say we
About
were doing 30
40,
minutes or
about 45 minutes.
45? Okay. I'm trying to
But
think of what else to talk about.
we
There's
haven't
so
even
much to talk about too.
yeah, and we haven't even covered like half of what our conversation or half of the
Oh,
topics.
what's on the guideline here?
Um,
Harry Potter janitor wizards? What?
okay, this is something I was talking with Scott about, and I
Is the
guess I'll
Scott
explain.
man?
But no, we were talking about something, and I was like, it was one of the days that I had like an hour of sleep, and I had to go to work, so I
Yeah.
was just like exhausted, and my brain was just going in like 90 different directions, and one of the directions it went into was, do janitors exist in Harry Potter? And do janitor wizards exist in Harry Potter? And if so, just are they the ones that go around and clean up all of the messes? Because if that's true, they must be like
Like
the
the
most
toilets and
overpowered.
everything?
Not just the toilets, but like all of the imagine all the stains from the war and all of that stuff. Like they must be the most overpowered characters in all of like Harry Potter. Like
I mean, I'm not like a huge Harry Potter fan, but I mean, I know I did see like flying broomsticks and stuff that like sweep or flying mops that like
yeah, I
sweep up.
know.
So I
So
mean, they could like well, they do have plumbing though because you saw at Hogwarts there were actual like toilets and stuff. So they do have working plumbing.
so
So
the
you're
question
right.
now is
There
like,
should be
do
a
they have
janitor.
janitor? But just how OP is that janitor? Like imagine like a 200-year-old janitor wizard that's just fed up with everything. Like just he's just got that I'm sick of your shit, you little turds. Like
I
mentality.
like how you only censored half of that sentence. You're like, I'm sick of your shit, you little turds. I'm gonna quote you
because
on
he's a
that
because
because
he's a
he's a janitor
janitor.
too. Yeah. Oh, that's
But
funny.
yeah. And then this is actually one that I was thinking about. That this is another thought that popped in my head. So imagine for a minute that cars are sentient. Like we live in a world where humans exist and they drive sentient cars. Okay?
Man, you on 1 hour of sleep is like you've got some really crazy like conversations here.
This one gets even weirder. So imagine that. Now
So
imagine
the Disney movie Cars.
effectively yes, but there's people driving them. They
Okay.
don't drive themselves.
Okay.
They're just sentient.
Are the
Now,
people trapped in the cars or are the people part of
uh-uh.
the cars like their legs are literally stuck to the gas pedal and everything?
No, it's just normal people.
Just normal people. Can they get out of the cars?
Yes.
They can.
It's just it's like an AI car.
Oh, like the what's that one spy movie with that car thing?
Yeah, only in this case, like it's a fully sentient machine and like it's aware of everything. Now imagine like these two people buy a car and then they get a divorce. Who does the car go to? Does it
Oh
go to
my
the
god,
person
you
that?
just made a divorce joke, kind of.
But no, think about it.
Oh, that's
Like,
like
is
child
it
custody. That's
exactly?
so
Is
bad.
Is it like come here little car, come here, I'm the one that always changes your oil and always takes care of you, and then there's the wife who's like, no, come to me little car because I'm the one that always blings you out for every holiday. Like what would the car
Oh my
do in that
gosh.
situation?
Okay.
It's like
Okay.
when you're trying to get custody of a pet in like a divorce or whatever, like, come here boy, come on.
So here's my question now. Like, who drives the car? Who bought the car? Or did the car just kind of show up?
They bought it as like a couple or whatever. Like, I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. I don't know. Maybe like, oh, see, now that's really sad, because usually in divorce what happens if they buy a like car together and they can't decide, they sell it and then split the money. So that's like selling your child. That's
Exactly.
so
So,
bad.
oh man.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, uh, yeah.
Yeah.
Me running on 2 hours of sleep can give so just has very interesting ideas pop into my head. So
Yeah, I mean, granted, I have good ideas that pop into my head too sometimes, but they just, I don't know, they're escaping me right now.
yeah.
Um, so I know we were gonna talk to my robot that I created. Like we were gonna do that. I think it was this podcast, but we just had so
Uh,
much other topics that like we don't even
yeah.
need to talk to him. We'll talk to him next
We
podcast or
should.
something. But
Is he just like sitting in the corner of your room,
oh
just
yeah,
powered
he's
down?
he's back there in the closet. He's just chilling. Like granted, he probably needs new batteries. They're probably dead. But I'll be sure to get new batteries in him before maybe do an oil change on him too.
Father,
He's a
why have you
dirty boy.
forsaken me? Is he just
Yeah,
sitting there like that? Just, why have you forsaken me, Father?
yeah.
Uh, one
Um,
of these days, we're gonna log on to this, and it's just gonna be him replacing you.
he better not. That's not the plan. The plan is for him to do my actual job, so I can just do YouTube 24/7.
He will replace you one day if you don't treat him well.
Oof, I feel offended by that. Kind of. Well, granted,
Yeah.
I will treat him well, is what I'm saying. But yeah.
So I'm gonna cover, I guess, one last topic.
I mean,
Mandela effect.
we've got a few minutes, so you can just cover whatever topic you feel like talking about. You
Well,
know, it's a podcast. We shoot the shit. That's what it's all
nah,
about.
I'm just gonna cover a few of the Mandela effects because some of them are like really interesting. And for those of you that don't know what the Mandela effects are, they're
Like
like
me,
false. You know what they
I
are.
don't know I forgot what they are again. Is that the
So
one thing?
the Mandela effects are false or untrue or distorted memories or recollection of events, and they're the reason why people think we live in a parallel universe. I see.
Yeah, you see my cat. We're talking
Yeah.
like cameras here because that it we turned on the cameras because we keep interrupting each other unless we see each other like talking and stuff. Um,
Yeah, we're just a little out of sync today.
yeah, just a little bit.
It's just
Well, I mean, it's
it's
been a
been a
while.
while.
It's been a while since we've done a
It
podcast.
has
Um, like even the Minecraft tier list that was recorded like 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago.
about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute. But
So
so here's some of the examples of Mandela effects. So many people quote James Earl Jones, his famous line from the 1980s film Star Wars Episode 5 The Emperor Strikes Back as Luke, I am your father. But the what he actually says is no, I am your father.
which actually I did rewatch that the other day, and it does say no, I am your father, and I don't know why, but in my head, just maybe as a kid, whenever you're a kid, you hear it, and then you just think, oh, he said Luke. He said Luke's name.
No, the thing is that that is such a common belief about him saying, "Luke, I am your father," that it's one of the big like mysteries of Hollywood. Like even Hollywood actors that were actually and like people that were playing in the actual movie think they said, "Luke, I am your father."
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Well,
like it's very weird.
hold on. On the original VHS tapes that came out for those movies, do you think that they said it in that and then they changed, like they used a different scene?
I
No?
have the original. I don't have the original. I have the
I have.
remastered. I have the VHS. I have the VHS. Let's just put it there. I have the VHS. They don't say, "Luke, I'm your father." They say, "No, I am your father." It's always been like that. Always.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because I know Disney changed the Han Solo scene in in was it Mos Eisley? The cantina? They
Um,
Disney changed the scene actually. It's not the same as it was in the old movies. I don't remember exactly how they changed it, but I could show you a YouTube video later on
well,
tonight.
they did change a few things, but it was mostly just like small alterations.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you have anything else to say
Um,
to our followers on the interwebs at all?
uh, not really. No.
Not really. You don't care enough to talk to them.
Well, I don't have anything to. I mean, we've talked this entire time to
We
him,
have talked
so
this entire time. That was the goal of the podcast, to talk for a time.
yeah. So I've run out of topics. I've run out of things to say. Um,
Typically,
maybe
what
I'll do a
happens at the
minute.
end of the podcast, but
Yeah, I'll probably do like a Mandela effect once every single solitary.
like once every episode, like you were supposed to do with
Yeah.
the Arceaion thoughts or
Oh,
something.
I did do a thoughts with Arceon.
Oh, you
The
did thoughts with Arceon for this one? Oh, the Harry
Harry
Potter.
Potter
Yeah, that's right.
candidate, and the concept of Kara's sentience and divorce.
Oh, there you
So
go.
there was two of them.
So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you're coming from
Remember that your
Spotify,
Kara's remember your Kara's sentient, so don't get a divorce.
yes, that as well. If you're listening on Spotify, be sure to check out our YouTube channel. It's just Randomness101. But yeah, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.